Under 6.5 to go. Fareed, and there's the block.
Year, as far as they had many games last year with
but everybody's got their eyes on the ball.
And there's Bledsoe knifing through the lane, and there's the quick start for Darius Miller as he is active and follows in the miss.
Yeah, ideal.
With a quick shot that Patterson pulls off the miss. And Darius Miller, the cry has been for him. Look at a three, and that one won't go. And Orton with the rebound and the nice outlet.
Finger roll by Darius Miller.
Point play there to put the Red Hawks back up by 1. Miller. And that is what John Calipari loves about this young man on the defensive end. Got a hand on that pass, but it got through. And to help side defense, Miller got the block. 5 threes in a row. Here's Miller for a 3.
Maybe gets away with a foul that time. But they're just not clicking. It's not registering yet.
Nice kick out from Wall to Miller. And he knocks down outside the three-point line. Miller, can he answer? Yes!
I'm sure Rob went over it, but with Allman's 8-pointer is tied the referee individual record as Miller starts out the run.
And Cousins again, he is having a monster night. And there is that
night for Ryder. Gets 2 of 3 there, and Penn back in the advantage. The alley-oop though to Wall from his partner Miller.
Intensity they had down in Starkville.
Never really got into the game and fell behind quickly. Miller extends himself in the air. Good move by Darius Miller, the 6'7" sophomore. Bledsoe in transition to Wall to Miller. 3-pointer. Count it.
Much better form, staying straight up and down. Like
Golden State, they are now 26%, 11 of 42 from the floor. 3 ball is good for Kentucky's Darius Miller. Cousins preparing to come back in as a large freshman. He'll be in just a moment. Here's a floater by Miller for 2.
If they take too many outside shots, then it's a different story.
Some offense from Darius Miller in the last couple of minutes as he's gone in and scored.
Right on cue, though. 3-2 zone, trying to eliminate penetration.
Ball movement to Miller for 3. That's just great work by John Wall to get some things happening, and we've got a push underneath. In the last couple of minutes, Stanford has tightened it back up. Shot fake, moving the ball again. Miller hits it again. On the bench. Patterson out to Wall. Shot fake. Shot fake again. Good rotation. And 3. Count it. Darius Miller. Calipari wanted the...
Busy next week for this Kentucky team. It's time to get real serious. And a serious shot out of the gate from Darius.
In that 15 to 18 foot jump shot.
Miller. Back-to-back threes to open up the game at 6. Miller knocks down a 3. That's 8 Wildcat three-pointers. There are 8 out of 6.
Going to keep an eye on Will Kentucky be able to match the depth that North Carolina can put on the floor? And Miller, 5% of their points when they're rolling good in transition or early offense. Miller open look, got it for 3. And controlled by Orton. The acceleration by Wall. Stepping Miller, look it for 3. That top 10. Running one-hander doesn't go for Ginyard. Had it negated as he tried to recover.
Paul was Indiana High School Player of the Year last season here in Bloomington South.
Where your teammates are. And Kentucky's going to provide help. You have to be able to find open players.
Well, the open player on that was Darius Miller, who rejected, and down the other way on the run is Darius Miller. He can't get it to go. Second try by Miller is up and down. On the back line. That was John Wall.
You see that tough man-to-man defense by Austin Peay.
Darius Miller with the 3, and the game is tied.
Now Kentucky.
Sports.com, your home court advantage. Miller off the inbound. 2. 8-point lead. Wildcats, they can push their lead into double digits with a basket.
And you know, speaking of that stat, kind of interesting. They've been playing double digits 8 of the 9 games. Yeah. You're playing with fire there. You could.
They dump it in. Orton back out to Miller. 3-pointer. And the lead is 13 again. Miller.
Wear a nice pair of shoes like my partner Brad Nessler would break out on me.
Kentucky up 15-3. There's a rejection.
A lot of memories and also a couple of tears as well.
In your defense, you were on the bench when Herald-Leader hit the shot, right?
Yeah, I fouled out at that particular time. You know, I got to give myself some credit. 28 points, 10 rebounds.
And you know John Calipari does not like to call timeouts. Kind of hoping they play themselves through. I mean, if the game doesn't go as well as they had expected, those vacation trips could be shortened.
Wall dumps it down to Cousins. Nice look to Miller. Oh, that is pretty ball movement right there now.
And again, they like that challenge. That
really
competitive
do.
nature comes out.
There's Phelps, and he has it blocked by Darius Miller.
I took a look at a team from Puerto Rico, saw Torres hustle, and said, if we ever have a as Wall dunks it down.
Drexel and Hartford tonight were first month of the season. They weren't always plugged in against these top teams.
Zaglinski hits a 3 for Hartford back in 1993. So in this second half, John Wall has a chance to set the Kentucky record. Torres back in the game for the Hartford Hawks. And there he is with the ice on the knee as Kentucky continues to bomb away. Miller not
the first 3 seasons, but he wants his guys to get comfortable and confident playing that man once conference play begins.
Darius Miller knocks down the 3. It's been a
ingredients against Kentucky. UConn hasn't, Indiana has not. Louisville will be the test in this building on Saturday.
And by the way, people, deservedly so, have made a lot about the long rivalry between Rick Pitino and John Calipari as Darius Miller knocks down the 3.
But zone again. Can Kentucky get the ball inside? Can they find opportunities to get in the paint?
Darius Miller does.
Tomorrow I'm doing a column in USA Today. I'm going to pick by different award winners. Trust me, he's going to be in there.
Wall will take his. Miller up and under.
That's been a real nightmare for Florida. Rebounding the basketball all year.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Miller, long 3. Got it.
That's big for him. It should help him out psychologically as well. Only had 15 minutes in the last game.
Vital, he's got 4 in this half.
Looks like they picked up their defensive line. Look at that play.
Wall goes up, and that quiets everybody.
He likes the big moment. He likes to make the big play. He's what you call.
Only 5 of his 20 this half. Miller, pull-up jumper just inside the 3-point line, and he got it to go.
Yeah, Miller's starting to serve himself a little bit offensively here. 2 big buckets by Miller.
Bledsoe and Wall both go for the steal. What a block!
Wow.
The show is on the road. And here it is from coast to coast.
Darius Miller gets the block. This is the second one. He did it twice right here. That's something to tell.
5-point game. Darius Miller
gets it back.
They're playing 4-on-5 right here. Cousins didn't even make it into the front court, and they score anyway.
Kentucky leads by a bunch, and now even more. Wall looking for someone to be open. Darius Miller is. Another open look for Miller.
He likes the right also. 3 teams in the conference in the top 25. Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. Florida and Mississippi State knocking on the door.
For Kentucky, John Calipari clears out the bench. Miller steps in, hits the shot.
We coach every possession.
Miller. He was on the line, long 2. The scorer's table. Miller with a jump stop and a floater in the lane. Nice drive by Darius Miller. Corner won't go for Cranston. Kentucky on the break. Miller buries a 3. And a big one at that. Physical, and he'll give as good as he gets.
Well, he's going to play his heart out. He better, because he's trying to put some bread on the table for his father.
Nice move by Darius Miller.
Show some patience offensively.
Mays, nice crossover, nice recovery by Miller for the block.
Since 11 straight wins at home. Great look by Cousins to Miller. How about Miller cuts it right back to one.
Rim in the nation on the bench for foul trouble, and they're up 3.
Miller will tie it. 47-47. Enoch leaves it. Rejected out of there by Miller.
Taylor lit up the crowd with that block shot. Here's Miller on a 3 off the inbound.
That's big. They've been struggling. He and Dodson.
Tinsley will clear the glass.
John's having a tough time shooting the basket.
Whoa, what a steal that was.
Terrific
by Miller.
play. Terrific play. Oh, that's easy basket. He got Mr. Patterson.
With those long arms, watch this steal. That's amazing. And then the outlet back to Patterson.
Yeah, then they have the athleticism to be able to spin and make that.
3 to Miller. Whoa, he got the ball to Bledsoe somehow between 2 Gamecocks. Gets it back, takes a 3 and drains it. Hard on a lob pass. You gotta love that.
Wall is really frustrated.
Downey had it swatted out of the air.
He wants the ball late on offense. He always knows how to make the right play at the right time. And then on defense against Vanderbilt on Saturday,
give them a shot to win. If they don't, it could be a long night because the size inside advantage goes to Syracuse.
Darius Miller, nice move in the lane.
And he had his pocket picked by Miller of Kentucky. Miller lob and slam. Cousins +1. Wall the drive and dish.
The Bigs are not touching the ball for Kentucky.
Miller a leader. Wall. Ball movement leads to Miller. A 3. Back-to-back. Darius.
They like the lob to Cousins to the basket also.
Williams back in for Tennessee. Leader. Miller. He's been huge for Kentucky. What a difference.
Defense of Kentucky has been the story in this game tonight.
Ramon Harris in and out. Miller the follow. Miller, free throw line. Got it. Boy, he's had a nice game.
He has 6-7.
Three-point shooting, 29%. Penetration from Wall. Miller fires and hits.
That's the point made down.
On 7 minutes to play in the first half. Kick out. Miller a 3. Got it.
Well, once they look to that post, though, they're very effective and efficient.
Miller. Patterson lines it up. Rebounds catch by Miller and slams. Miller working the
cross for the block. And they are very, very strong in terms of hitting the offensive glass and doing the work. Has been playing well as of late, scoring points also, so they really need his involvement offensively.
Miller the curl, and the flip goes down for Darius Miller.
Threw Cousins off.
Wall, pretty move, kick out. Long jump shot goes. Darius Miller step
Around the rim. Darius Miller got a piece of that shot, and now on the break, he's got the basket. And there's a faster team committed to run than Kentucky in college basketball. In their tournament, they need Kansas to lose that game in the Big 12 title for it to happen.
Darius Miller. Now it's a 6. Come down and wait for some help. Miller in the corner for 3. Darius Miller. Short. Cousins another rebound. Outlet to Miller. 3-on-1. Lob. Dodson. Score off the back of the rim. This is where Kentucky really dangerous in transition. And it's Darius Miller, the sophomore. Garland did a nice job helping on that ball screen. Miller slicing inside, and he has Kentucky's first basket. Darius Miller. Miller, nice move to the basket, and he has his second. Woods had probably his best game of the season against Texas. He had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Darius Miller pulls up to a great start.
Wall, a one-man fast break. It's Miller. He's feeling it. That's a three, and Kentucky has the lead for the... Darius Miller, another drive, and successfully saw the game, but he is denied by Orton. Another block. Kentucky averages over 7 blocks a game, and at the other end, quickly, it is Darius Miller with yet a... Inside, Cousins has it batted away, recovers. And slipping inside for another two is Darius Miller, and that equals his career high at Kentucky, 18 tonight. 9 shots of 32 attempts tonight. Oh, what a pass. Miller passing up a late.
Go down. Out comes the Wall. Here come the Cats. Look at the speed.
Miller set up by Wall. Do they cover the 94 feet in a hurry? Ashley Judd and the...
John Wall in transition to Darius Miller with the great finish.
Basketball at Cornell. But they're playing a team that's a #1 seed for a good reason, and they're
driving home the point. It's Darius.
Peck not able to hit. Wall hustles it back the other way. And Miller inside to score. So Kentucky, that's been the...